Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London, part-time eBay reseller. First of all, just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos, commenting, etc. I just noticed that I got up to 200 subscribers, so yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's really great that people are interested in what I'm sort of posting and having to say, and it's great to be part of this sort of YouTube community who are trying to give each other tips and advice and just sort of keep each other in the loop as to what they're picking up and what they're doing on YouTube, on eBay. So yeah, thanks for everybody who's subscribing, and yeah, continue to put comments, any questions, etc. I'll do my best to try and answer them when I get the time. I was away for the weekend, well, Sunday, Monday with the wife, and we were in a sandwich in Kent, and we drove into the town and sort of had a little look around the shops and so on, and I popped into a few of the charity shops and did quite well actually. There's some really good bits in some of these, so I'll just whiz through what I've picked up over the last, just today really actually. So I start with, I got another one of these black boppets. I tested it in the shop and it worked, but I can't get it to work now, so I think I just need to change the batteries on that. It's always worth testing them. If you do them in a certain order, I think if you do the pull first and so on, you can get the scores and the numbers, and so you can always test them. As soon as you press the middle button, the bop it starts it, so it's a bit annoying if you do that, so you want to test the other bits first. But yeah, that did work, and I sold one of those for I think 13 quid. The black ones are slightly more desirable than the multicoloured ones, so yeah, that was a good pickup. I got this guy. I've never had one of these before, except when I was a kid when I owned one. It's by a company called Kiddicraft, and it's a caterpillar, and you pull him along and he sort of waddles along, and he's got a real sad little face. But yeah, he was 2 quid, but they sell for about 15 to 20 quid, believe it or not, and he's in excellent condition, so that was a good little pickup. Some media stuff, pretty rubbish most of it actually. There was one good pickup. One of the places was doing, you got a buy one get one DVD free, and my wife bought a couple of DVDs, and they said, oh, you should have got free ones, and rather than just giving us buy one get one free, they made me go and pick 2 more out. So I picked these 2 games, Commandos 2 on the Xbox and Simpsons Hit and Run. They were the best of the stuff they had there, and they're both pretty terrible. They're like sort of £2-3 games. Terminator, I paid £1 for this. Again, that's not a particularly good game. I'll just bundle it up with stuff. I probably should have left that. Street Fighter 2 on the PS2, that's worth having. That was £1, and that sells for about 6-7 quid, so that's not bad. Then the best pickup was the Sims Complete Collection. I've mentioned this before. I don't tend to bother with Sims. This is the first at Sims. Their games are worth next to nothing, but this Complete Collection, which has all the editions, goes for about 15-16 quid. So yeah, that was quite good for £1. Jurassic Park Lost World, that was 50p, because they put that in with like their CD sections. Oh, that is working now. There we go. That's good. Right. So, yeah, that was 50p because they'd got that in with their CDs. Again, not a particularly desirable game, just sort of 3 quid. I'll probably bundle that in with something. Pass the Pigs for £1. Trainers. I was quite surprised actually. These shops didn't have much in the way of sort of clothes and stuff like that. They were a bit sort of granny sort of charity shops. There's quite a few board games, but not much else. But then I saw this really good pair of Nike Air Force Ones. These are size 5, so again, good child sort of female size, excellent, and they were 4 quid, and they're in really good condition, so I should get 25 quid for those, I'd imagine. And also a really nice pair of Nike Air Max Classics, size 6, pretty much like new actually. They've got a tiny bit of discolour, tiny sort of bit of marking, but I'll just polish that all out. So yeah, that was really great. Pack of Pictionary cards, the add-on ones, that was £1. I might just sell that as it is, obviously, without the game. This Trivial Pursuit, the 1980s. I don't tend to buy Trivial Pursuits. There's loads of you guys doing it, and there's no point someone else getting involved in it. But I do sometimes buy these games if they're, if they're complete or if they're sealed or new. And this one it's all sealed inside. It's new. You can see it's not been used, any of it. Slightly more expensive than I'd normally pay for it. It was £4, but they sell for about 15 quid new, so that wasn't too bad. I got this new Spirograph, it's called. New, I mean it's probably from about 1990 or something. But yeah, that was 4 quid. So again, slightly expensive. They go for about 20 quid, so that's not a bad pickup. This is an interesting one. It's a board game I've never seen before, The Addams Family, Weird is Relative. I typed in Addams Family board game, and then got loads of John Adams board games come up, so I couldn't really actually find this, but I thought for 3 quid it was worth taking a bit of a punt on it. Yeah, if it's worth nothing, it's worth nothing. But yeah, I'd never seen it before, and it's probably got a bit of value to it. So I'll see. I'll keep you posted with that one. Stratego Lord of the Rings, this was a couple of quid as well. I made that mistake of, you know, if you really like something, you sort of buy it and you think there's money in it just because you enjoy it. I loved Lord of the Rings growing up, and you think sort of anything Lord of the Rings there's money in, but there's not a huge amount of money in this game. The risks you do slightly better, so paid 2 quid for it, might get about a tenner back for that. The Bill official game here again, couple of quid I paid for that. It's about a sort of £10 to £15 game. And then Rat Race, one of the retro ones of it, for £2.50. I went into another shop and then saw this exact same one, but they wanted 6 quid for it, and I thought, well, I could buy it and do it. It's like 2 in 1 listing, but I thought, you know, 6 quid for that, it's just too much. So it's for about 15 quid as well. Then also this box of Duplo. It had 2 grey base plates. I wouldn't have bothered with it otherwise. It was 5 quid they wanted for all of it. But the red base plate is about the most desirable one. Other than the Zoo one, the red base plate is about the most desirable one you can get. That goes for about 14, yeah, about 12 to 15 quid. The grey one goes for about 8 to 10. They're both pretty dirty. I'm going to have to put them in the bath and scrub them clean. But yeah, so good money back on those. This stuff, there's not really much in there. I think that's a figure and a sort of a tractor and a couple of bases, but I might just give that away, or I might just, I don't know what I'll do with that. I've probably got some other Duplo, I might just bundle it in with that. Another game, Man Bites Dog. I'd never had this before. This is the deluxe edition of this. 2 quid. I checked it before I bought it, and it seems to go for about, yeah, 12 quid, 12 to 15. That's the smaller one, and it's in excellent condition. It's in like new condition, so they go for about 10 to 12, but this is the deluxe one, so I should get a little bit more. And then another quite cool game, Diplomacy. If ever you see this one's worth picking up. Paid 3 quid for that, but it goes for about 20 quid. So, all in all, not too bad. A couple of bits of information. Unfortunately, I've got some of these to fill in. Anybody who posts stuff with Royal Mail internationally and loses stuff, you have to fill in one of these loss or damage forms. I've had 4 things, having not had anything really go missing with my Hermes or UK postage. I've had 4 things go missing, sending to Spain and France, Spain and Italy, which I know a lot of people advise against sending to anyway, but I've tended to do it. Every time I've claimed stuff back, Royal Mail have been really good and just sent the money back for stuff, but yeah, slightly irritating having to print out the PayPal transaction, the refunds, etc., filling in all these addresses and details and so on, but you have to do it, otherwise it's just, you've got to refund the buyer and then it's just money you've lost. So yeah, I've got that to get on with, a couple of those to do this evening. And then one other bit of information, these the Shell Legos, I went into my local Shell and asked them if they had any left, what they were doing with them, and they said they didn't have any, but they had 2 boxes behind the counter. And then another guy came out and said, oh no, what we're doing is apparently in a couple of weeks' time Shell are just going to be selling these, or they're just going to sell them in the garages for £4.20 or something, but you don't have to buy any petrol. So I don't know, it's not, I mean, I've managed to sell some of them, the Shell tankers, for a tenner, but at £4.29, there's not really going to be a huge amount of money in them, I wouldn't have thought. But you know, some of the sets are slightly more desirable than the others. So if your Shell have got those ones, and that is what they're doing, selling them for 4 quid, you know, there might be some money in some of them. But yeah, a bit disappointed with that. I was gutted they didn't just sell me a few of them. I think if I'd maybe spoken to the right guy, they might have, but you know, that's just how it is. Cool. Well, that's loads of stuff for me to be getting on with. I have absolutely hundreds and hundreds of things to be listing, photographing, sorting. I've just had really busy couple of weeks, so I'm a little bit behind in all that, but yeah, I'm still selling a few bits and pieces, and quite a few bits to go out tomorrow, but yeah, I've packed them all up, and yeah, I won't bore you with that. But no, I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for all the comments, and like I say, thanks for the 200 subscriptions. Cheers guys, bye.